Once upon a time in the land of Ochi, a small village in Igboland, there lived a wise but cunning tortoise. The tortoise was known throughout the village for his cleverness, but also for his love of tricks and schemes. Despite his mischievous nature, the animals in the village often sought his advice because they knew he was very wise. One day, news spread across the village that a great treasure was hidden in the enchanted forest of Obinagu. The treasure was said to be so valuable that whoever found it would become the richest and most powerful animal in the entire land. Naturally, this news excited all the animals, including the tortoise, who decided that he must find this treasure for himself. The journey to the enchanted forest was not easy. The forest was filled with magical creatures and tricky paths that could lead any traveler astray. But the tortoise was not afraid. He packed his small bag with some food and set out on his journey early in the morning, before any of the other animals could get a head start. As the tortoise walked through the forest, he came across a tall, ancient tree with branches that seemed to reach the sky. Beneath the tree sat an old, wise owl, who was known as the guardian of the enchanted forest. "Greetings, wise owl," the tortoise said, bowing respectfully. "I have come to seek the lost treasure of Obinagu. Can you help me find it?" The owl looked down at the tortoise with his sharp eyes and replied, "The treasure you seek is hidden deep within this forest, but to find it, you must answer 3 riddles. Only those who are truly wise and pure of heart can solve them." The tortoise, confident in his intelligence, agreed without hesitation. "Ask me your riddles, wise owl, and I shall answer them." The first riddle was this: what is something that belongs to you but is used by everyone else more than you? The tortoise thought for a moment and then smiled. "That is simple. It is my name." The owl nodded approvingly and asked the second riddle: I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? The tortoise pondered this one for a bit longer but eventually answered, an echo. Once again, the owl nodded and asked the final riddle: what has keys but can't open locks? This riddle puzzled the tortoise. He thought and thought, but he couldn't find the answer. Just as he was about to give up, he remembered an old piano he once saw in the village elder's hut. "A piano?" the tortoise exclaimed. "It has keys but cannot open locks." The owl smiled, pleased that the tortoise had answered all the riddles correctly. "You have proven yourself wise, tortoise. The treasure you seek is just beyond that hill," the owl said, pointing with his wing. "But remember, true treasure is not always what it seems." The tortoise thanked the owl and hurried up the hill. When he reached the top, he saw a large, shining chest at the base of a giant tree. He rushed to the chest, his heart pounding with excitement. But when he opened it, he found not gold or jewels, but a small mirror. The tortoise was confused. "Is this the great treasure?" he thought. A simple mirror. As the tortoise gazed into the mirror, he saw his own reflection. At that moment, he realized that the greatest treasure was not wealth or power, but the wisdom within himself. The mirror was a reminder that true riches come from understanding and knowledge. The tortoise returned to the village with the mirror, and although the other animals were disappointed that there was no gold, they all admired the tortoise's wisdom. From that day on, the tortoise used his cleverness to help others rather than to trick them, and he became known as the wisest animal in Ochi. And so, the tortoise learned that the most valuable treasures are not those we can hold in our hands, but those we carry within our hearts.